Hey, it's Alina. I wanted to share my story with you just to give you an idea how I got started with essential oils. But first, I wanted to let you know that I am a web manager by day, a mom, wife, and business builder by night. And I first got started with essential oils when I was looking up recipes for detox bath. I heard how amazing detox baths can be for you, and a lot of the recipes contained essential oils. So I reached out to a friend of mine who I knew was a distributor for Young Living, and I ended up ordering lemon, eucalyptus, and lavender from her. I got them, I did my detox bath, and I loved them, but I only did like 1 to 2 baths, and that's as far as I knew to use my oils. Unfortunately, the person I got them from, she wasn't very knowledgeable on oils, and she wasn't very helpful for me to continue using the oils that I had purchased. So they just sat on a shelf, and I did see actually where I could diffuse the oils, so I did that, but I didn't know what like the benefits of the oils were or anything like that to keep me using them. So I just diffused again once or twice, and then my diffuser sat in my shelf as well. And then I was looking through Facebook one day, and I noticed one of my really good friends was a Young Living distributor. So I reached out to her, started asking her questions, and she started to give me guidance and telling me a little bit more about the benefits of the oils and everything. And then I started using them, and I loved what they were doing. Mainly, I wasn't using them for health reasons at the time or anything. I just really enjoyed the smell that they would produce through the diffusers, and I was learning how to use them and when, based on anything that I was feeling that day. So, for example, lemon uplifts your spirit. So any citrus will kind of do that. So I would diffuse that like in the mornings to kind of help my family wake up and the household to wake up. And so I decided to go to a local class here that another friend of mine who is also a distributor happened to invite me to. And I said, sure, I'll attend the class and learn a little bit more. I was at that time already starting to get a little fascinated by the essential oils. So I decided to attend the class, and just being in that class with other people that are using the oils, and they were providing information about how they were using them and how they were helping them, and I was completely blown away. So I was like, okay, this sounds amazing. And after taking a good night's rest, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go out, reach out to my friend who I saw posting about the oils and who was being helpful. I reached out to her and I said, girl, sign me up with a kit. Let's go. I want my 11 essential oils that are like the basics that you use for a lot of different things. I want a new diffuser so I can diffuse in a different room or maybe even take to my office. And so I went in and I got my essential oils. And then I got my oils on a Sunday. And that day I went through my kit. I read through all the material and read some information about the oils and everything. And then I saw that there was a sample for an oil called Peace and Calming, which is a oil that gives you peace and calms you, just like its name. And I know that that's also used to help people sleep. And my husband is like a terrible sleeper. So I decided to use a drop or two on his wrist at night to kind of help him sleep. Next morning, he woke up and he's like, baby, whatever you put on me last night, that stuff works and I need more of it every night. So he was a believer from the first night. Then on that Monday, I took my oils so that I can diffuse them at work for, various different reasons. And I started diffusing Thieves, Lemon, and, which other one did I diffuse? And RC. Because one of my coworkers came in heavily congested, like the girl could barely breathe. And I was like, oh my God, this is like the perfect opportunity for me to start using these oils to see the respiratory effects that it can have on someone. So I diffused that RC, Thieves, and Lemon. And soon after I started diffusing, she was like, hey, what are you diffusing over there? I can actually breathe. And I told her, and then she was like, oh my gosh, I need some of that. And, that was my first experience actually seeing the oils help someone else. And it was just an amazing feeling because honestly, I didn't want what she was having. And to know that Thieves cleans the air from germs and things like that, and RC is great for respiratory. It's got eucalyptus in there. And lemon is also good for opening the airways. So putting that blend in, and that was like the first blend that I had diffused, and it working within minutes, she was noticing a difference. I was just like, wow, this was such a great decision for me to get started. And ever since then, I've been using oils for all sorts of different things. I've used it for my husband for sleeping. I've used it on myself at the first sign of germs trying to attack my body. I don't got time to be sick. I'm a busy lady, got lots going on. So at the first sign, I got my oils, I started using them. Next morning, I woke up wonderful. Also, I've used them on my daughter for sleeping to help her sleep, but sometimes she's like crazy. She's a little party animal like I used to be, and she just does not want to go to sleep. So I have diffused some lavender for her, and also Sleep Eyes, which is it's pre-diluted for kids already. I've diffused that for her to help her calm down and get her to sleep so mommy can get some rest. I've used them on my dog, Lavender, during July 4th with all the fireworks. They go crazy and get a lot of, just they need to be calmed down. So I've diffused lavender for them, and that seemed to help them. My mom has also used them for joint and circulatory reasons, and she is loving them. Like, I keep asking her, hey, how is this oil working for you? And she's like, wonderful. And my mom had a lot of issues with her hands, and just to see that it's helping her, I mean, I love the decision that I made to get started, and I would have never imagined that these little drops of awesomeness would make such a big difference in not just for me and the people that I work with, but my mom, my husband, my daughter, and even my dogs, which is so cool. And now I make my own mixes for products, like I do a split end spray that I use. I use some essential oils on my face with a carrier oil, which would be like coconut oil or something like that. And I use them for a whole bunch of different things. So that is my story. That's how I got started with oils, and I am so happy that I did. And so now I want to know a little bit about you. What got you interested in this class? Give me some information on what you want to use the oils for. Are you looking for wellness? Are you looking for maybe some products that you can use? Like I said, I use it for my hair. I use it for my face, for my skin and whatnot. Do you want to replace maybe some toxic products in your home for cleaning? I use it for that as well. Do you want to use it for your pets, for your kids? Give me some info. What got you interested in the class, and how are you looking to use your oils?